Now then, let us welcome to the show, because I know a lot of people have been waiting for it. Let's welcome to the show for the first time on the Real Sports Phone, and Robbie Savage. Good evening to you, Robbie.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir. How are you today? You all right?
Fine, thanks, fine.
Unlucky yesterday?
Yeah, very unlucky. We battered them second half. Great performance from the boys, and thought we should have got something out of the game. Vulnerable after we equalised, and it proved that as they scored the third. So we were unlucky, but we can take heart out of the performance.
Yeah. Well, Robbie, you asked if you could come on. Of course, we were delighted to have you. I mean, basically, the floor is yours, sir.
Yeah, I don't know. Just like to say, it's actually nice to talk to Mr. James. It would be nice to talk to Mr. James after all this time listening to him slaughter me over the past few months. So, how are you, Mr. James?
I'm very well, Mr. Savage. How are you?
I'm fine. Thanks. More than better. Do you think I'm good enough to be in the Wales team?
I'm than Jason Kumas or Fletcher or Simon Davis. That's my opinion. I'm entitled to that, and that's what I get paid to do, is give honest opinions. And I don't think you're a better international player than the three lads that played last Wednesday.
So Carl Fletcher, for instance, so your reason behind Carl Fletcher?
He's a better passer of a ball than you.
What else?
Well, at international level, passing the ball and ball retention, as Tosh will tell you, are the two main attributes of top-class international football.
So I've got nothing against Carl Fletcher whatsoever. So if he can play at the international level, why can't he hold down a regular place in the Premiership?
Perhaps he's playing with better club players than you are.
Better.
Perhaps he is.
Two guy. Brett Emerson, Craig Bellamy, a better club player.
No, hang on. We're talking about midfield players here. Don't twist it around. Two guys a good player.
Well,
two guys a good passer.
So Carl Fletcher will get in Blackburn's team?
I don't know. I'm not Mark Hughes. Tell me.
I'm asking you, in your opinion.
Would Carl Fletcher get in Blackburn's team before two guy?
No, but in the team. Would he get in the team?
Not before two guy.
But you get before me?
In my team he would, yes. That's what I'm trying to say to you. It's about opinion, son.
Let's just ask...
Is it about opinions that you are so close to John Toshack?
Sorry?
I've never heard such... My mates listen to that show, and I've got to say that if you don't think I can get in that Wales team, I don't know what planet you're on. Honestly, I don't know what planet you're on.
Well, that's your... Hey, one day, when you've got a command of the English language, Robbie, you will perhaps become a pundit.
Oh, no, right? Steady on.
And you will have to give honest opinions about things you see. Because Joe Public... Listen, you wouldn't want to be. Why not?
I wouldn't want to slaughter my ex-teammates, my ex-players to earn a few quid.
You've never been a teammate.
So I wouldn't want to be a pundit. And I've been in a fortunate position, to have enough money to retire.
It's not about money. It's about what you want to do with your life.
Yeah,
if you want to do something different,
I'm happy playing the Premiership.
Fine.
I'm happy playing for Blackburn Rovers.
If you want to know.
Six in the... Can you not cut me off, please, when I'm speaking? I won't cut you off.
I'm not cutting you off, son. I'm just trying to make you see common sense.
I'm playing for the team in the Premiership with six in the league, playing some of the best football we've played all season, playing for a manager who took that Wales team from nowhere to one game away from a European Championship a tournament, and all John Toshack, yourself, could do on that panel was criticise him, criticise the formation we played, because you had a hidden agenda to get John Toshack a job. But how can a man when he walked away from the Wales job years ago after 4 days, then get the job? It bemuses me.
Hang on a minute, Sonny. Who's talking about walking away now when you've just done exactly the same thing?
Do I walked away? This man phoned me and said I wasn't in the squads.
For one game, and you threw
you got it wrong. It wasn't one game. You got it wrong.
Who's cutting who off now?
You got it wrong.
Who's cutting who off now?
It wasn't one game. You got it wrong.
Who's cutting who off now?
You got it wrong.
Well, either you're a liar or John Toshack is there.
It wasn't one game.
One of the
it was
two.
2 games.
All he said...
It was 2 games.
Right, he said you're not in the present squad.
Squad.
Right? Okay. And what happened? The toys came out of your pram. Right, I retire. And then you turned round a few months later when common sense, not to him personally, you haven't.
So how can a modern day manager in this day and age not have a mobile phone?
Why should he? Why should he? Hang on a minute. You want to get hold of John Toshack, do you?
Yeah, I've tried.
Do you want to get hold of John Toshack?
I've tried.
Right. Who sits across the dressing room from you every single day?
Craig Bellamy spoke to him.
I'm not interested in Craig Bellamy speaking. Why can't you get a number off Craig Bellamy? It's not rocket science.
What number?
I got to butt in here that Robbie have told me he's tried to get hold of him late.
What number am I getting on?
You either don't believe him or you don't believe, but it's quite true. But he's told me he's tried to get hold of Toshack.
It's impossible to get hold of John Toshack, is it?
I've spoken to Kerry Stennant, the Welsh FA officer. I've phoned the Welsh FA, and I cannot get hold of the man. I've tried. There's no phone call to me, so I know where I stand. I know where I stand with John. I know for a fact, while John Toshack is manager of the Wales team, I will never play for Wales again. I know that. I'm sitting here knowing that.
How do you
know that? But I know for a fact.
How do you know?
When Wales do not qualify for because I don't believe in my heart of hearts, my opinion, that Wales will not qualify. And I know when John Toshack is not the Wales manager, the next manager will pick me if I'm still playing at the highest level. Fact.
So you'll be playing. How old are you? 31.
31.
You'll be playing when you're 36.
Well, I don't believe John Toshack being a Wales manager for 5 years.
Do you not?
No, not at all.
All right.
Because he's on about youth. Let me ask you one thing. He's on about youth, right? He's on about the youth.
Yeah.
The last team that played against on the other night against Paraguay.
Yeah.
6 of them players, I think, were under Mark Hughes. If I'm not wrong.
Well, hang on a minute.
Paul Jones, the goalkeepers do go on longer than outfield players. I know that. Lewis Price had the best game of his life in Cyprus.
But he's been injured a lot since. Hasn't played much football.
If you're fit enough to be in the squad, you're fit enough to play.
Right, you had a third goalkeeper on there who's never played in a squad before. You've got Danny Coyne who's injured, had a long-term injury.
Yeah.
So, basically, and with a very young, inexperienced back line...
Who? Danny, so hang on. You got Danny Gabardon.
He's the only one who's got double figures in caps. In his debut, you had James Collins, who's got about 5 caps under his belt. You've got Rob Edwards, who's got about the same.
Yeah,
and you've got Sam Ricketts.
Matt Hughes picked Rob Edwards.
He's been injured a lot.
Matt Hughes picked James Collins. Matt Hughes picked Danny Gabardon. Matt Hughes picked Paul Jones.
Well, what do you want? The whole squad to retire?
No, I don't want anybody to retire.
What are you going on about who Mark Hughes picked? Because you're talking absolute rubbish at the moment. You're expecting everybody to retire just because Mark Hughes is gone.
Who's mentioned retire?
I think that it should be conceded that the one thing that Paraguay did show, there is a gap in midfield. You can't deny that, Leighton. There is a weakness there. There's a pin missing.
Where?
Right in the middle.
Well, you tell me who you'd put in there then. Come on. You're sitting there behind the desk, supposed to be neutral, taking his side in North Wales. You tell me who you'd pick in there then, instead of who's in there.
All right. I'd pick Robbie.
Well, there you go. Now we know why you've allowed him on here, to have a little pop at me so you can all join in. Carry on, guys. Go ahead. Come on, let me hear one moment of sense from you.
Okay, we're going to take a break and we're back in a couple of minutes. This is Real Radio.
Are you playing the real?
I'm going to welcome back to the show because we lost him earlier. Communications between here and Blackburn were technically disrupted. Robbie, welcome back to the show.
Welcome back. Yeah, nice to be back after being quite, I was disappointed I was cut off there just when I was in full flow because somebody couldn't handle it. They cut me off.
No, we didn't cut you off, actually. We did actually genuinely lost you. It's been a bit of a split, but a lot of people do actually question your attitude, Robbie.
Well, my attitude? In what way?
And that they seem to think that you would be a disruptive influence in a squad.
Right. If you ask, I have played for Leicester City, Crewe, Birmingham City, now Blackburn, and you ask every single player I've played with in the dressing room, and one of the best characters they know. You ask Craig Bellamy, you ask Ryan Giggs, you ask anybody. You ask why have the managers took me to them clubs, big characters, Steve Bruce, Mark Hughes. If I was so disruptive, why would Mark Hughes take me to a relegation-threatened team to have me...
I honestly don't know, but...
No, I don't need it. If I'm so disruptive, my attitude, I've got one of the best attitudes. I know my abilities as a player. I know I'm not the most technically gifted player in the world. I know that. But what I am good at is tackling, winning the ball back, and giving it to the players who I know who are better technically than me, the likes of Simon Davis, Craig Bellamy, Ryan Giggs, and letting them do what they're good at the ball. But every team needs a player to win the ball back, to get the ball to them players. At Paraguay and Cyprus, we were sitting off them. We were our best when we were pressing teams. We pressed Italy all over the park. We won the game 2-1 against Italy because we hurried them, we housed them, and when I got the ball, I give it to Craig Bellamy, Ryan Giggs, and that's when we were at our best for Wales.
Robbie, can I ask you a question? Spish.